Check, check, check. Morning, everyone. Morning, everybody. Come on around. Come on up.
Can you tape that one to this thing or no? Or do we need to? No, we don't need that one on.
I'm going to start doing karaoke.
Okay, so Scott's going to start singing. Are we ready?
Not quite.
Okay. Kind of bad with the sun in my eyes. I'm not going to wear sunglasses though.
Let's turn this on. Johnny.
Where's Eric?
Eric.
Eric! Who else is on it? Gary. Okay, we ready? Okay, good morning. My name's Al Parasini. I'm the President Business Agent of ATU 1722. We represent...
Can't hear you.
Hey, how about that? Can you hear me now? I'm not going to sing and dance. Okay, I'll start over. Good morning. My name's Al Parasini, President Business Agent of ATU Local 1722. We represent the transit workers, the handy dart workers, office staff, service people, and technicians for the Kelowna Regional Transit System. We're here to announce that after 8 months of hard bargaining, phenomenal support from our membership, we were unable to reach an agreement with the company on a collective agreement. On August 29th, I offered binding arbitration to the company, which they flatly refused. They said no. They wanted us to go on strike. We met yesterday. We continued negotiations up until 10 o'clock. We again offered binding arbitration, and after some back and forth, they finally agreed to binding arbitration. So what that means for the transit system is there is no service today except for the essential handy dart. Starting tomorrow, we're back to regular level of service, and we carry on. We will not give up the fight to get rid of privatization. We believe that we have to put the public back in public transit. This system is broken, it needs to be fixed, and we'll continue our fight to fix it. We are not going to disrupt the service or hurt the ridership. We don't want to hurt the membership, but we want to continue fighting to get rid of privatization. I hope the membership will follow and stand behind us as they have done for the past 8 months to continue this fight. And I want to thank each and every one of you for all your hard work and time you've committed. I know some people are disappointed in this, but in the long run, I think this is our best solution. Thank you. Want to say anything?
You want to talk about what you did with our group and how we liaise with UBC and talk about sustainable transit and the green environment?
I'm Eric Soland. I'm a ATU representative. I represent certain classifications here, maintenance, clerical workers, and servicemen. I've been liaison with UBCO as well as been my file. I've been working with the fantastic student body up there, the Students' Union, climate activists, all types of interest groups up there. They have a vested interest in transit. Transit is their lifeline. Their path to better transit may be different than our path of better transit. Our path of better transit is making sure we are competitive, that we're getting bums in seats. That isn't happening right now. This model is broken. Their idea of better transit is clean, sustainable, carbon neutral transit. We can have the best, cleanest, sustainable buses in the world. If we can't put bums in seats, transit doesn't work. We need to be able to hire and retain reliable workers. This path that we're on today will hopefully achieve that end. I want to have Kirsten Pools from UBC come up and talk about her vision of better transit, and she's prepared to do that now. Come on up, Kirsten.
Hey everybody, thanks for giving me a chance to speak this morning. I had a very different speech written for today, so kind of going to be winging it this morning, but the main thing I want to say here is that the students, the staff, the workers there at UBCO, we stand with you in this fight. We know why you're here. We appreciate the sacrifice that you've made over the last few months and the work that you've put in, and we have that same vision. We want good, reliable, accessible public transit. We want really good jobs here in Kelowna for our community. And there's no way forward to a clean, sustainable, and growing community without you guys in this fight together as we work for better transit. We want First Transit out the door. We're here to work with you on that fight. We're going to be showing up. We're on your side. We had 700 signatures on a petition, and that was just us getting started. So we're going to be bringing more and more people out. We're with you. Let's get through this fight together for better transit for Kelowna.
All right.
Mayor Basman, you want to come up and say a few words?
Sure. Yeah, good morning, everyone. That's a tough act to follow. Those are really great words. So I'm here this morning to first of all say that I'm really happy to see that First has agreed to binding arbitration. I know that might not be the happiest news for some of you, but I think that for our community as a whole, this is a good step forward. So I'm happy as a result of the hard work that your board has done on your behalf. I truly believe that you deserve to be paid in line with other drivers in this province and across this country are being paid and compensated. So I'm here to offer my support in that regard, but I'm also here to say that we have had conversations with BC Transit about not rolling over the contract with First. As you know, the contract ends next year, and there's the possibility of rolling that contract over not just once, but twice. As a result of conversations we've had with BC Transit, that will not be happening. And we will be looking at and have started conversations with the Transportation Minister on what a new service delivery model may look like for our community. So again, here to support you. I know that you did not want to disrupt your service to your ridership. I know this has been a tough decision. And so I appreciate that difficult decision you've had to make. And again, I'm thankful that First is coming to the table now through binding arbitration, and we'll continue to monitor this. But like I say, the most important step through this is that we've asked for not rolling over the contract and working with the Minister of Transportation on a new delivery model moving forward, which we will now explore. So thank you, and I'm really sorry it's come to this. And we'll be following this as it goes. And again, just a reminder to our ridership that I'm happy to see that full ridership will be up tomorrow because we all know that this is an essential service for so many in our community. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
My name is Scott Lovell. I'm presently the financial secretary for this union, also a former president. And I look around here and I see some of the best members I've ever had the privilege of representing and working with. We may not always agree, we may not always see things eye to eye, but what a privilege it is to work with this group. This model for what BC Transit has created for the entire province is broken. The concept is to a race to the bottom. The concept is the lowest bidder wins. Well, these people are not the lowest. This is the greatest people to ever run this transit system for sure, but they're wonderful people. Look around you. We're all there on the lines. We're all there at the beginning, and we're going to be there tomorrow and the next day, and we're going to keep fighting. I just can't thank you all enough.
Thank you.
Just want to introduce you to the International Vice President, John Callahan. He's been working with us for years. Here you go, John.
Good morning. I just want to comment about one of the big picture items that doesn't get mentioned enough is the fact that through our national and our international body, we're actually lobbying the federal government for dedicated operational funding, which is the big picture. It's what we'd love to mirror what the United States has. They have dedicated operational funding so that the burden of the operation isn't on the municipality itself, but rather through the feds. That way it's predictable, it's ongoing, we don't run into these labor disputes. Public transit is the future. I mean, we know with all the climate concerns, also the cost of living, fuel prices, that public transportation is our way forward. And, you know, they can't just mandate electric cars, or that the manufacturers start creating or producing electric cars. We need public transportation. We need to move people around, and that's how we need to do it. We've lost intercity transit over the last couple of years, so we need a new transit strategy, and the federal government needs to be part of that, and we'll continue to push for that. And thank you.
Thanks, John.
Thanks, John.
Okay.
Anyone have any questions?
Yeah, Al, Gary Barnes with Kelowna Capital News.
How you doing, Gary?
Regarding binding arbitration, what are your concerns that you may not get what you're looking for in that process?
When you go into binding arbitration, it's 50-50. We believe with binding arbitration we'll have a better chance at achieving what we're after. The company has told us the money is there, but they do not want to give it out. They want to be told to give it out. So this is why we've chosen this route. Any other questions? Yes, JP.
My question is to Mayor Basram. Will Mayor advocate our local to be taken directly under BC Transit, or instead of Bus Transit today we are dealing with, there will be another sister company we have to fight for in future?
That's one of the conversations I had with the Minister of Transportation and but one of the options is
All right. Thanks, JP. Thanks, Mayor Bazran. Any other questions? Well, we're working actually with the International, see if they'll give us strike pay for this day. They'll prorate it. Okay, well, thanks, Gary.
Well, they're getting paid for this day anyways, so they may as well give us that funding, right? They get paid whether we put the buses out or not. This is all taxpayer money. Whose pocket does it go into? So maybe they'll give it to us.
We will ask that question.
Don't bet on it.
Any other questions? Anyone else?
Yeah,
Questions?
Just in regard to what Mayor Batran said about talks with BC Transit and not rolling the contract over, what would the union like to see as a model for Kelowna and the Central Okanagan?
What we'd like to see is the same model that operates Victoria Transit. It's operated by BC Transit. There is no middleman. All the money, all the profits stay right there in the community. With this system that's broken, the private company is making millions of dollars, sending it overseas to Sweden instead of keeping it in the community to fix the broken system. That's what we're after.
This is not public transit, this is corporate transit.
Yeah. This is a for-profit transit system, and we want a public transit system. Anybody else? Any other questions?
What was the guy's name that said you happy employees don't?
During our negotiations, one of their negotiating team said that a happy employee does not make the company any more money. To me, that's one of the most outlandish statements I've ever heard in my life. But that they live by that, so that's how they operate.
Say the name. You can find them on Google.
Yes.
Here, I'm Madison with Castanet. With the service, what would the service look like moving to the province or out of the private sector? What would that look like?
It'd be run a lot better. There'd be no delays in getting service changes, and there'd be no middleman. Like right now, BC Transit basically runs this system. That sign, BC Transit. The buses, BC Transit. They're talking about making uniforms universal in the province, saying BC Transit. Why are they not running it? To me, again, it's ludicrous why this system's run like this. We're too big. We're a tier 1 property. Victoria's a tier 1 property. Why aren't we treated the same?
Kelvin
Yes.
Hector,
Oh, hi, Kelvin.
50 News.
With this arbitration, is there a specific deadline the union hopes that this arbitration will take lengthwise? Like,
Well,
we have a year left with the deal currently, so is there a timeline?
well, hope it's, as soon as possible, but it's got to take the lawyers from both sides have to get together, agree on an arbitrator, get a hold of the arbitrator, then he supplies some dates. I don't anticipate once we get to the arbitrator it's going to be very long. It's just getting to him, have a seat with him.
Samir Kareem, CBC Radio. So 7 months left in the contract. If you guys come through arbitration, would that deal roll over beyond that, or would you have to negotiate a new contract with the new service provider?
No, we have successorship rights. So if First left, then if the province came in, we'd probably have to renegotiate with the province. But if they brought another private company, hopefully they don't, then our contract just rolls over with them.
And part of the question was was asked by Castanet. So would you anticipate that under a public operator that services would increase? Like there would be more transit service here in the Okanagan?
There'd be more money put back in the system because the millions of dollars profits aren't going overseas, so they'd put it back in the system, and hopefully it would create more service, better jobs. So, yeah, well, happy employees don't make you more money. Remember that. I got a gentleman there, and then Heinz. No, we have, like, each side will put a list of arbitrators' names together, and then they try to agree on, or both sides will agree on an arbitrator, and then go from there. Like, we were making zero headway with the company. They just would not budge. Heinz.
Al, I'd like to know is, with the arbitrator and that, will there ever be a discussion about any of us ever getting a pension plan? I've been here for 35 years. I'm never going to see one. Driving a bus in Kelowna for the public.
Yeah.
Is that ever going to be something that might come up?
Absolutely, Heinz, for sure. That will be discussed with the arbitrator. That will be on, our list of stuff. It was in our package to begin with.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Al, given that you've been out without a contract since March and now you're going to arbitration, what's the mood of membership at the moment?
I think it's mixed. Like, they did a fantastic job gearing up for this for the last 8 months or so, rallying together. Now, I know it's a little bit of a letdown for some people, like people want to walk out, but there's two things we have to remember. One, we don't want to hurt the community, the riders, the students that rely on us each and every day to get to where they're going. Plus, Whistler was out 4 months. I'm not sure about the rest of you, but I couldn't be without a paycheck for 4 months. Anybody else? Any other questions? JP. Oh, sorry.
Maybe you should let these people know how long yesterday's session took. They came back to you at 10
Yeah, we worked about 11, 12 hours yesterday trying to come to a deal.
How long they were on the table?
It was back and forth all day long.
So how long they were on the table at the hall?
Like I said, we were in their room, they were in our room, we were in their room, they were in our room. It was on and off all day.
At the same room when
I didn't time them. They may have come to our room a couple times, 20 minutes, but we were back and forth all day long. That's how negotiations work. You don't just sit in the same room all day. You go back to your room, they go back to our room, or they go to their room, we go to our room. It's back and forth. JP.
can we, the members of this local, able to see the package which will be given to the arbitration?
Yes, yeah, we'll have a meeting and we'll read it out to you. You bet, for sure.
Can we able to add or take off items out of the package?
That we're not sure of. Like, we presented our package and our wants to go to arbitration, which were the wages, the benefits, and the RSPs. The pension, sorry. Any other questions? Yes?
Did BC Transit force this arbitration upon First?
We don't know the answer to that.
I don't really know the answer to that. All I know is that First kept saying, okay, give us a minute, we got to make a phone call. Give us a minute, we got to make a phone call. Then they kept saying that they don't want, well, what did they say? They don't want us to do something that's going to affect the rest of the labor movement. So, I don't know. Yes, Les?
All the properties that first run for BC Transit, do we know how many millions of dollars of taxpayers' money are going overseas?
No, I can't even imagine. It's got to be millions and millions and millions.
Maybe we need reporters to look into that and let everybody know how much money is going somewhere else.
Yeah, that'd be a great figure to know. Like, I'm sure it's millions and millions they're taking out of this province for sure. Yeah.
Al, I want to know, what about EQT? What was their profit, like net profit last year?
No idea. They're how many $1 billion a year?
Under management, well over $100 billion. Like,
They-
you put that into consideration. The budget for BC Transit's maybe 500 million, something like that, and the parent company it has over $100 billion under their own management. So it's just ridiculous.
And they can't just give us what we want for the
No,
better.
it's a private hedge fund company. They're here to make money. If they don't make money, they'll just sell the company.
Just what they did with Graham.
Exactly. Yep.
Same thing.
Yep.
They could sign off the buses there a year before, so nobody knew that it was the first bus that was running.
All right. Any other questions?
The question is, who's gonna pay for arbitrator? Like when we're gonna go for arbitration for our contract?
Oh, the union pays their share. The company pays their share.
Although there is an option.
There's an option to go through the minister to get them to pay it, which we'll, of course, we'll explore first. Anything else? All right, sisters and brothers, I appreciate you all coming out here today. Enjoy your day off, and we'll see you back behind the wheels tomorrow and in the office. Thank you.